What is homeowners versus flood insurance? So first disclaimer, I am not a homeowner insurance agent. This is just based on 26 years of experience. It's meant to be a light overview for you to get some working vocabulary about what homeowners insurance and flood insurance are. So when you buy a house, insurance is mandatory. And plus you want insurance. If something happens to your house, we need a way to pay for it, right? So when you're buying a house, regular homeowners insurance, it's also called hazard insurance because it's against basic hazards like fire is the biggest one. So you might hear it as called homeowners policy and you might hear it as a hazard policy. So those are considered the same thing, okay? So a regular homeowners policy is going to cover, in case your house burns down, fire policy. Now you're going to have anywhere from a 1% to a 5% deductible. So lenders we will allow up to 5% deductible, but make sure that you review that with the insurance agent, because if, for example, if the replacement cost of your house is $300,000, a 5% deductible is 5% of $300,000. So imagine, heaven forbid, imagine that your house burns to the ground and you've got to come up with you just lost everything and you've got to come up with a deductible of $15,000. That's $300,000 times 5%. That's $15,000 in order to start to replace your house. So you want to really talk to your insurance agent about what this means, what's best for me, et cetera, et cetera. So that's what basic homeowners is. It covers you against basic hazard in the house. Now, flood insurance is based on if the house floods. So it's not if it floods from interior plumbing. If your house has a pipe burst, that's usually covered. I actually had that happen to me, so I know the rules on this. I actually had a fish tank that exploded, okay? So we had a big 500-gallon fish tank in our house and it cracked and it leaked all over the house at night while we were sleeping. True story. So that is covered under the homeowner's policy because it was based on pipes, et cetera, et cetera. Flood insurance is exterior rain, wind, really rain. So if there's a flood from a natural event, then that is where flood insurance comes into play. Now, flood insurance covers only up to $250,000 of damage. So flood insurance is something that no one really thinks that they need until they need it. My suggestion is we've seen floods, all over the country these days. So rainstorms and all these things are happening. You don't have to live near the coast, y'all, in order to have a flooding event. You can live near rivers and bayous and things like that. So check with the homeowner's insurance agent when you're getting your regular policy. See if that area is prone to flooding, or even if it's not, it's good to have. So when you're not in a flood zone, and the flood zone is determined by, there's certain mappings and things, you can easily research it online and just look up, hey, am I in a flood zone? When you're not in a flood zone, it's really not that expensive. But when you're in a flood zone, it's going to depend on the elevation and how high you are, the elevation of your property is, either close to the coastline or close to a river, river banks or something like that. So again, talk to your homeowner's insurance agent about it, and if that's something that you should do, it's an add-on. If you're in a flood zone, it's mandatory. So look on our channel. We do have some other videos about flood zones. So just go to the little search guy on my channel, Loan with Jen, and type in the word flood, and we've got several videos that will come up. So stick around, watch more of our videos. We've got over 300 YouTube videos, real facts, no BS, about the home buying process, just for you to get vocabulary to know what to ask your lender, your insurance agent, your realtor, et cetera, et cetera. Thanks for sticking around. Talk to you soon.